I hope everyone had a nice day. I hope everyone had a nice Friday. Yes, we are Friday. I forgot to take out one of the days on my thingy. Hope everyone had a nice Friday. Everyone had a nice day. I had a chill 2 days. I'm very happy because yesterday, with Zeke, we finally got into like a first chunk of the Great Ace Attorney. And that was so fun. I love this game so much. It's so fun. It's so stupid. It's great. And playing with Zeke is even better. So I'm very happy about that. It was a very fun evening, and then did some FF14 with Nan, which was also extremely fun. It's a very fun evening overall and night. And then today we did a big dating sim session with Helene, which was also very, very fun. It was also great. We finally finished the college arc on the old version of the game that we're playing. And we finished a full episode of the new version. And we're somewhat around in the new episode. So that's good. I'm going to ask if she has... At some point I'll have to ask if she has time soon again to do another session. Because we still have like a lot of points that we can use. So that would be good. I think that would be fun to continue a bit more. Because obviously everyone's busy, so we can't do like the longest session. And also it's like a lot of us screaming at the characters, which is very funny. But but also, you know, needs breaks and takes a while to do. Yeah, we still have 3,500 points. Like we're so chill. We're so chill. So yeah, that'd be nice. And yeah. I also managed to get out 3 VODs yesterday, so I just have 2 for today to put up. One is already like done, I just need to finish the thumbnail, which is what we're going to do right now. And the other one I'll put afterwards, because, and the only reason I have 2 and not 1 is because I cut the April Fool's stream into VODs since I did the game afterwards. So yeah. That'll be what we did today. Because I was like, oh, I'll do the sketch and we'll do some more backgrounds, but I was like, ugh. I haven't done the most this week, which is fine, but there's weeks where you do less and stuff, but I already haven't done much, so if I also add that to my list of stuff to do for this week, it's going to start being too much, honestly. But yes. Oh, also, I bought, for the first time in a very long time, like years and years, I bought some black nail polish. Because I haven't used, like I was thinking about it on and off like for a while. Because I haven't used any nail polish in a very, very long time. But I do like black nail polish, either like one nail or just black. I do think it's fun. I am not the best at applying it. You can't see it from away, but it's not great. But it's fine. I don't really care that it's like a bit messy. I think that's fine. But yeah, it's nice to have one that, like, if I want to use it, I can now. Because all of the nail polish that I have from a long time ago now are all very much dried out. So, like, not getting used. And I don't even know if I have any black one left, honestly. I might have, but they're, like, dried out. For sure. I haven't, like, worn any nail polish for a very long time. And it's not just even a femme or mask thing or whatever, because I don't really care for nail polish with that. It's mostly because when I draw on paper, which I don't do as much nowadays, so I think that's why also it's fine. And I do this to take off eraser pills. The nails can like rub on the paper and then it leaves black marks, which isn't great. It's quite annoying actually, but I think I'll be fine now because I usually don't do it as much. And also mostly do digital, so should be fine. I don't think I'll do anything on the screen. It should be fine. And yeah, it's nice to know that like I have the option from time to time, because even though like I'm always like fascinated with I'll put up stuff as I talk. I'm always fascinated with like how much I used to wear and do makeup and stuff before, because now I don't really do that anymore. It's not even like a thing of like laziness or anything. It's just that like I'm still interested in it as like a subject, but I just don't want to wear it that much anymore, I think. I mean, a lot of it was also like I would wear it to go out and stuff, and I don't do that much. But even outside of that, like I did a lot of makeup just for myself as well, and there was also the whole like, I think the thing is like it was kind of gradual, because when I was in high school and towards the start of art school, I still did wear makeup quite often, I think. Like middle school every day, but that was like before I came out and stuff. High school, like regularly, I think. I'd have to ask Helen, actually, because in my head I think I wore it a lot less than I actually did. I think I wore it a lot more often than I think I did. I'd have to ask Helen. And then art school, I did it from time to time because I really did not have time to do makeup every day, and I didn't want to anyway. Or like I did some makeup daily, but like most of it was semi-frequently. Like I had a phase where I just did my brows every day, which led to a lovely discussion with someone that I didn't like that much, but liked a friend of mine. And he one time, that guy was annoying, to be fair. Like no one liked this guy. And at some point he went to me, he looked me in the eye and he was like, your eyebrows are too symmetrical. And I was like, okay, whatever you want me to do with that information, I am unsure. But cool, good talk, bye. But yeah. So I know I had like a phase where I used to just do my eyebrows. I think it was like a gender affirming thing to do my eyebrows, because like they made them like more bushy. Especially since like for a while I had baby brows, because I used to shave like half of my eyebrows, which I still think a little bit about sometimes. Like sometimes I get like a thing of like the things that I never tried, and I'm like, this could have been interesting visually. And one of them is like no brows, one of them is blonde brows. But yeah, for a while like I would shave my eyebrows up to here, I think, around all of that. So like I wouldn't have the arc of my eyebrow, so I would redraw it on with makeup, because I mean it's still kind of true, but I like my brows a bit like more like this, if that makes sense, like higher and like a bit more straight rather than arced. So I used to do that for makeup and such. Now I don't care as much, to be fair. I kind of wish they were a bit more full, but like they're fine, they're good. They do a good job at being eyebrows, I think. I don't care that much. But yeah, it was a thing at the time that I did. And so I wouldn't wear any makeup except for my eyebrows, which I think is a phase that a lot of people went through, which I don't think is a very good phase to have, because if you wear nothing but like eyebrow products, people can tell, and it does not look good. But that's okay, that's fine. And yeah, and then I just kind of stopped wearing makeup, I think, after a while. Or like would just wear it for like special occasions, or like when I felt like it, when I was like really like being like, okay, I'm doing an actual look and stuff, so I want a little bit of makeup. And now I almost never wear it anymore. Haven't worn makeup in a long time. But it was also gradual, because I did, like I said this before, like I did cosplay for a very long time, and so there was a time where I stopped doing makeup for myself, just to wear, but I would still do makeup almost like daily, or like frequently still, because I was doing makeup for cosplay. but it was like a lot of like more natural stuff as well, because I did at that point I did a lot of characters that did not wear makeup or not makeup that much, and so it was more like just playing with shadows and such, and then a few characters that were just like high femme as well. But yeah, and sometimes when I look back at makeup and such like that and stuff like that, like all the photos, I'm always like, God, I have makeup in almost every of the photos. That's insane. Not almost all of them, but like a lot more than I would expect, if that makes sense. But also I know that, like, to be fair, I wouldn't take that. I don't take that many photos of me, and also the makeup would have been like a reason. Like if I was in a cosplay or something, that would have been a reason to take photos, because I would be like, oh, okay, that looks nice. Let's take a few pictures, kind of thing. Up. I always feel like it's just a shame, because like just before I stopped wearing makeup, I finally bought like a huge like eyeshadow palette that I had wanted for like so long, and then I stopped. Pretty much fully stopped cosplay. I mean, now I have fully stopped, but like, yeah, stop makeup, stop all that. It's just like, ugh, I wanted that for so long, and I finally got it, and I don't use it at all, and I haven't used it in so long. It's a shame, but it happens. It's fine. It's just fun to think about a little bit, because I feel like my image has shifted so much because of it, slightly. Because I feel like if I had started streaming like a few years ago versus when I started streaming, I have done a few streams where I had makeup and stuff, but that's like negligible amount-wise, you know? Like the image would have been so different, and I think that's so interesting. Now that I'm like, because my brain is like started on it, I'm wondering now, genuinely, like if it had to do a lot with not specifically gender, but like a kind of thing of like, well, if I don't like the way I look, or if I can't look the way I wish I would look because I'm too femme anyway, might as well make it in a way that is not recognizable and is appealing to me. And I know I like how it looks outside of just the plain face kind of thing. I don't know if I'm very clear, but I wonder if this had a part in it, like the fact that I kind of stopped doing makeup around the time where I started being on T for longer, and like getting beard and stuff like that. Okay, up. That's why it looked weird. Okay. Because overall, makeup, like doing my makeup and stuff, never made me feel that femme in general. So that wasn't an issue. Like I even had times where I just did what would be considered a very feminine makeup, but to me it felt more masculine. It made me feel more masculine, rather. So it wasn't even like a thing of like being worried to pass or whatever, or not pass or whatever. Thinking. I think it's insane talking, not insane, but like it's wild talking about makeup and wearing makeup and not talking about sensitivity in general, because that was also a thing. Like one of the main reasons why I think I'm surprised at how often I did wear makeup compared to what I remember is the fact that, and honestly, it has a big part to play with why I don't wear makeup anymore as much at all, actually. Is I like doing makeup, like I like making makeup looks and like stuff like that. I think it's fun, but I don't like wearing makeup. Like I don't like the sensitivity of it. I touch my Helene. I touch my face a lot, so it's like a whole thing where I can't touch my face if I have makeup on, and that's annoying. I was saying, Helene, we should try to do another dating sim session soon, because we still have 3,500 action points. We still have a lot on the new gen. Gotta try to get up in the story. It's too loud. There we go. Up. Me having to write a thesis before April 10th, running very, very gladly towards Amour Sucré at 14 instead. That's the mood, but also, oh no, the thesis. Oh no, the thesis. Have you, like, how far are you in it? How much have you done already? I mean, that's a start. The introduction is a start. I need to finish part 1 and part 2. Oh, oh. You can do it. I believe in you. If you need me to, like, be in front of your character in FF14 doing the little for a few hours to help you work, you tell me. Evan has been a witness of all my thesis crisis right now. Yeah. To be fair, what's not to crisis about the thesis? Fucking hell. God, this is a positive. Once that's done, you won't have to write a thesis anymore ever. I think, right? That's the last one. Truly, it rhymes for a reason. Truly. Once that one's done, you're good forever. Or until you decide to do another thing that requires a thesis, but I don't think that's planned. Last one ever! Let's go. No more studies for me. Honestly, that's fair. That's fair. You've done your fair share. I feel like you've done your fair share of studies. It's so cool though to think like I'm going to do the very cliche thing, but I don't really care that it's a cliche. But it's so cool to think about how we were in high school and stuff, and be like, and now you're like, you've done all of this, and I'm very proud of you. I'm like judging, being like, how much is this something I should say on stream? In general. So I'm like, how much do I expend? But yeah, like, because I think both of us wouldn't have, like, it's not a bad thing or anything, but, like, would have, like, bet on you doing, like, really long studies and stuff, you know? Like, that makes sense, because you weren't someone that liked school at all. So, wouldn't have bet on you doing longer studies and getting, like, lots of diplomas and shit. So it's, like, such a long way from that, and you being late to your final high school exam to go get a bubble tea. So so yeah, I'm just very, very proud, and we'll really have to go and like celebrate when you get your diploma, because that's like a big, big thing. Yeah, I love you too. Mwah. So on the exam I got a good grade in. That's even more insane. God, I was so, like, I think I'll never forget, because I was so stressed for you, because I was like in the room about to take my exam, and I was like, where's Helen? Where is Helen? Why is Helen not here? What is happening? Why is she not here? I was so anxious for you. And then I see you arrive with your fucking bubble tea, being like, I'm like, what the fuck? And you're like, He is negotiating with the teacher who hates her to let her in. Yeah. God. Insane. I swear to God. I was late because I forgot my paper. Yeah, I know. I think it's funnier to say you were late because of bubble tea. But you were not. Yeah, you had forgot your papers. It's different. And if you don't have your IDs, they're not supposed to let you in. Best bubble tea ever. So worth it. God. Nothing about it. I bet it was a sweet taste of victory being let in. It was chill. It was just like the exam out of the entire sum of exams we had. It was just the one with like the highest coefficient. It wasn't. It was nothing. Like, it was just the one that would count the most on the final grade. Yeah, cinéma c'était quoi, F8, non? Parce qu'on était en spé. I think this and philosophy were the two with the highest. They were the same. I know, because like I managed to like average it with other stuff. But yeah, since we had like specialized in it, we had so many hours and stuff, that's why it was like so high. And that's also why we had 3 exams for it, technically. Because it was our cinema exam. I'm talking about our cinema exam. Because we had a cinema exam. Because we're artists like that. Because we had a written exam that was 4 hours. I don't want to say bullshit. 2 or 4 hours, I don't remember. We had an oral exam. And we had to make a short film that was graded with a whole, like, book of us writing what was happened. Artists like that. With a whole, like, notebook filled with, like, everything that we had to do for the short film, or how everything, like, went, like, the scenario, the technical, everything that I don't know the words of in English specifically. But yeah. I remember for mine, I like colored the cover and stuff. I really wanted to get it back. I never got it back. I don't think. I think they kept it. But yeah, I painted the cover and everything. And the oral exam was on one of the movies we did study during the year, which we had 3 like movies that we had to like know really well. So it was like on one of those 3. And then the second half was about the movie that we did ourselves, the short film we did ourselves. And the written exam was either writing a scenario and the justification for that scenario, or a commentary on one of the movies that we had seen during the years, one of those 3. And me and Helen did so good with the short film that we were a group of 4 people. It was not just me and Helen doing it. We were 4, but we did so good with a short film that it was presented to a short film festival the year after. And we didn't win, but everyone told us we should have won. So you know, almost like winning. Up. Because it's like that. God. But yeah, we've gone a long way. In the past 11 years. Going on 12 real fast. True. In not a long time we'll have been friends for 12 years. That's insane. That's not my longest standing friendship. But it's the longest standing friendship that, how do I say that without being rude? That's like still best friend status. We talk, yes. That's still best friend status. I think we really did like a really not optimal, I don't know if optimal is the right word, but like pretty much optimal way, because in high school we weren't the closest for a lot of reasons, partly the ones on my end being that I was an asshole. But we're still quite close, especially the last year, I think. Then we kind of lost view of each other because I had my shit going on, you had your shit going on. University not being like there, seeing each other every day. The one might be stupid as fuck. We both were, it's fine. But yeah, Then we lost view of each other a little bit with like the first years of uni and stuff. But I would still like, and I went out of town, and when I came back, we would see each other like whenever I came back. And I think like just seeing each other like for a short moment rebuilt the friendship quite well. And then we started just like chatting again like frequently, and then we just never left each other. And I think like it was a really well, because I think if out of high school we had like really tried to be like still really, really close, it probably would have not worked, and we maybe would have like kind of rubbed the thing under the carpet, as we say in French. Foutu sous le tapis. We probably wouldn't have like hang around as much. So it's good that like we had a little bit of a break and then reconnected in a much healthier way. It's all credit to you, you did good messaging. Me, I was the worst. Honestly, I'm really bad at messaging too. I'm so bad at it. I'm so shit at it. And now I'm better and worse in a way at it because... And yet... because the thing is, I think I respect myself more, if that makes sense. Because I had a few friendships where I was friends with people that clearly we weren't on the same level of... I was talking with Nan about that the other day. We weren't in the same level of priority in our lists, and that's fine. That's really fine. But I needed to stop being like, okay, this person clearly doesn't give that much of a fuck, but I'm going to try so hard, you know? Because you just get hurt like that. But the positive of this is that it made me rekindle friendships with a few people. And Helen was maybe one of them. Well, like, I was like, I don't understand people not wanting to talk to me. I care about you a lot. And it's probably my bad self-talk that makes me think that, like, you maybe don't want to talk to me. But I have to try. And I care a lot. And I don't see bad patterns yet. And so I'm going to, like, try again and again. So that was good for that. That was less good for the part where, like, when people, like, really... It was good for some stuff, less for some others. But I feel like I've had the whole entire, like... Honestly, I feel like I've had the whole full spectrum of stuff. Because I've had people tell me, I didn't message you and I'm really sorry. And, like, I understand why you didn't message me back because I was the one always putting the effort to message. And then the person was like, yeah, I was in a bad place. I'm really sorry. I didn't want to break the friendship. I'm sorry that, like, it came across that way, but I didn't want to. And I was like, to me, it was like, it really felt like you did not want anything to do with me. And then the person came back and was like, no, I'm sorry. I had people that were, like, very, I think, earnest in the way that they were like, I want to do more stuff. I want to message more. I want to be closer. But then in actions, nothing. Like, for example, saying, oh, I'll send you something for Christmas. I'll send you something for your birthday when I sent something already. And then I never get anything because that person constantly forgets. Or, oh yeah, we'll call. And then on the day of the call, the person forgets we are supposed to have a call. And so the call doesn't happen. Or it's a very short call because they're like, oh yeah. We're doing a call, but I have this in 20 minutes. And I'm like, we haven't talked in 5 months. 20 minutes is not going to cut it. Like, that's too short. And then at the end of the call, this was so fun. We should do this again. And I agree. And then we don't do it again because the person forgets again. Like, I've had a bunch of different stuff. I've had people where it was like the same amount of we message all the time. And that's very fun. And then it just like kind of... I've had both. I've had people where we just like both kind of stopped talking because just, you know, you grow apart and that's really fine. And I've had people where we were like really early, I feel like, in the friendship and we would talk all the time. And then one day they just stopped responding and they've never responded since. So fuck me, I guess. God, and I had this one person specifically where they were like, hey, just so you know, I tend to sometimes just disappear a bit, but I come back, just give me a few months and stuff and it's fine and I'll be back. And I did that. Like when that person disappeared, I was like, oh, okay, it's fine. It's what they warned me about this. Like, this is really fine. And so I leave like a month go by. I resend the message being like, hey, how are you? Like, is everything okay? I wait more. I think I sent 2 messages to be like, hey, it's been a while. Like, is everything good? How are you? Like, not making a big deal out of like not talking or whatever. Being like, I understand that people need space sometimes. Never got a response, so who knows? Yeah, and I've had people that we just like talked all the time. Or are on like similar enough brain length. Like I feel like I have that with Zeke quite a bit. I hope that pillow is warm tonight. I have that with Zeke quite a bit, where we really like went through the same thing at the same time, friendship-wise. Well, like we started just talking, then we had a part where we talked less, and now we talk. And like a few years ago, we started talking more, and it's made the friendship stronger. And we don't like talk all the time. We talk every day through like different group chats and stuff. But like, I mean, like DMs, we don't talk every day. But we both know that's fine, and we don't need to talk every day. To have a strong friendship and really care about each other, and I really like treasure that. Honestly, it's really nice to know that like Hidden's one of them as well. To know that like you have like a strong foundation of like multiple years of friendship, and you know that like that person trusts you and you trust them, and it's really good, you know. But yeah, because I've had like everything in the catalog. Honestly, I feel like now it's like I'm better at seeing patterns, but also just in general being like, okay, this is not about me, or this is like this, or I can see how someone's pattern is, and I'm like, okay, this is fine. And even if you don't talk the whole week, you can still call them in the middle of a train station with an ankle straight on the verge of passing out, and they got you. And they will ask you if you ask help from anyone in the station, and you will go, true, that's something I can do. God. Anytime Hidden goes in a train station, my heart skips a beat, and I'm like... God. And that's the thing with Hidden, like for example, where the brains to my non-existing bronze. But that's the thing with Hidden, for example, like I know Hidden sometimes has times where like she'll message less for a few days or whatever amount of time she needs because she's busy, or she has work, or she has studies, or like she's had like too much social interactions and she needs to kind of like not. And that's fine. And I know she'll be back. And if I feel like it's been maybe too long, maybe I'll catch up. I don't know. I still send messages, I still do my things. And I know I don't have to worry because it's just a normal pattern that happens sometimes. It's fully fine. Whereas when I was younger, I used to fucking panic and be so stressed anytime someone wouldn't respond to me. I'm much chiller now. Also, I think it helped that like I'm going to say something that's going to sound ridiculous knowing me, but like I'm not on socials as much. Like when I was a few years ago, it feels like so long ago now, I used to like be in so many, especially with cosplay and stuff, I was in so many circles where like there were lots of people that I would try to befriend sometimes. And would be like, okay, good. And either like they would message me or I would message them, and then we stop talking and stuff. We start talking and stuff. And now I'm really not like on social media. I'm not in circles. I'm not in stuff where I'm going to go out of my way to message someone because I think they're cool. Like I don't really do that anymore. It does sound so funny, but it makes sense. Yeah. Like I just do my thing on my corner and I'm happy with that kind of thing. And I don't make content in the same ways that I used to. And it's not to say I'm like close to like befriending any new people or whatever, not at all. But it's just that I don't like feel the need to as much as I used to when I was younger. And so I don't really like need the extra effort to constantly be like, oh, this person is cool. We added each other on like this social. Should I message them and like, could it be cool? Could we be friends or whatever? Because like I have my group of friends and I'm very happy with my group of friends, and I love them all very much and I'm very grateful, and I'm in a place where like I have enough people around me that I'm like confident in it. And if I meet new people, I'll be more than happy to get new friends and get new relationships and get new everything. But it's not something I'm seeking, so it's not that kind of effort kind of thing. Like Antoine is like the best example, I think, of like not looking for specifically anything and then getting a really good friend because of the whole like didn't know them, never like met her once before we moved in, and ended up getting a friend out of that situation. That was great. Up, up, up. Even if I also lost a friend in that situation. I traded one for one. And I won in my trade. So I'm fine with that. I think it's also because in art school, honestly, traded the bad one for the good one, yes. I think it's also because in that you scammed the apartment. Oh yeah, I don't know. Antoine got 2 friends, so you know. That's a good total as well. I think it's also, yeah, because in art school, when I was in like Lyon and stuff, except from Antoine and the other person I lived with at the time, I wasn't really close to anyone in the school. Like I had friends, I had people I hang out with and stuff that I liked a lot, but it wasn't people that like I was messaging outside of school or like talking to outside of school, or that I kept contact with now that we're not in school anymore. It's not that we dislike each other, we're just like friends, but like in a chill way, if that makes sense. Like we wouldn't talk about anything kind of deep or whatever. And that's fine, but I didn't have anyone like in art school that I was like that close to, that I developed that much of like closeness to. And so that's probably why I was also like extra online trying to get friends, because I was like, I was becoming friend with Antoine and having my issues with the other person. It was at the time when I was like in the like wait period with Helene where we weren't that close yet again. So that's probably also, I didn't have, I'm like looking back, I'm like, I really didn't have that many friends. Because I just had, and the people in art school, we weren't that close. So that's probably also why I was seeking community online, I'm guessing. That makes sense. Mm-hmm. Human relationships are hard. Okay, let me just finish this for a second, and I'll answer it. Up. Here we go. God, sometimes I'm like, okay, I know exactly what I want to say, but like it just blocks in my brain if I don't like give 100% of my brain capacity to whatever I'm doing. But yeah. Up. Up. But yes, I'm very happy with where I am right now, friendships-wise, and that's good. And all that to say, we'll need to do a little party when Helen gets her diploma. I need my reference. Highly educated. Bestie. Ah, here we go. God, I'm a little not sad. I mean, I'm fine about it, but I'm like slightly like, ugh, it could have been something. And it's a shame it wasn't. But like, I'm a little just slightly sad I didn't end up doing my master's. It's fine, but it's like, I think I would have. But the thing is, I don't know if I would have actually enjoyed it, or if it's just like a fantasy in my head. That's the kind of thing where I'm like, Because if it was in the same school than the one I did the rest of my education with, I would have not had a fun time. I know that for a fact. I would not have had a fun time if I had done it just after my bachelor's. But like at another school, could have been nice. Depends a lot on a lot of things. Masters are overrated. Me and my homie hate masters. Yeah, but like the thing is, an arts master is very different. I wouldn't have needed to write a thesis. It would have been 2 years of. If I had been in the same school, it would have been 2 years of making a book. For example, and 6 months in overseas internship. So, masters would have been very different from your masters. Because, like, I think I would have enjoyed doing something, like, painting related, maybe. Also. But yeah. I wouldn't. It's like not a non-issue, but like impossible conundrum, because I wouldn't have been able to be accepted in anything that I would have wanted to do, and the things that I wanted to do don't exist in a lot of places. And when I saw a few of the ones that I was like, that could have been fun, and then I went to students showing of the end of the masters, I was like, no. No. Not doing that. That's the issue with a lot of stuff like that. It's like arts education in general. Once you've done it and you're into it, it's easy to see which ones are more scammy. But when you don't know, it's really easy to fall into a scam school. And I think that's really a shame. Because there's lots of cases in which I'm sorry to say, but like those people shouldn't have their exams. Like they're not that shouldn't have passed the exam. I'm very sorry. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. So yeah. But I think a lot of it is just me fantasizing in my head because I have a lot of like fantasies about higher education that I know are not rooted in anything, and that if I had actually been in those situations, I would have suffered a lot and hated every second of it. But my brain likes to be like, no, it would have been fun though, it would have been nice, it would have been aesthetic. No, it wouldn't. Up. Hop là. Sorry, planning stuff. But now I'm done with the planning, so I'm all good. But here. Because even with like art school, I know not fantasize, but like I idealize a bit of it, even though when I went through it, it was not fun. To be fair, I had so much the opposite experience to a lot of people in my art school, which is really weird. A lot of people first year is not the best year by far, but it's not the worst year. The worst year is like second or third year. To me, first year was hell. Third year was fun. Third year was just like, I didn't have the best everything. I was still like a middle, lower part of the like grade student. But it was the moment where they kind of let you just do imagination stuff rather than just technical. And so I spent a lot more time having fun and doing fun stuff. Even though it wasn't perfect, and I still had like a lot of stuff where I was like, but it was like the year where I had the most compliments out of my professors and teachers. And I also did like an internship that, even though it didn't end up to anything, which a shame, Brexit's fault, but it's fine. It's not, but it's fine. I had a lot of fun doing it, honestly. So like masters in the optimal being like an evolution of that, I think it would have been fun. At least in my head. I know that in practice I would have suffered a lot as well. Like finding an internship and stuff. Ugh. Especially like an internship for illustration is hell, because it's basically either you find an illustrator that's fine to take you to like help him, or them rather, help them, or you work at an editing house, which has doesn't have very little to do with what you want to do on the start, but like it's not exactly what you are studying, if that makes sense. Like I know someone from my art school that now is working at an editing house from that internship, but most people that were into like the illustration thing don't get, contrary to like animation and video games, they're the ones that like don't really get the most employed by the people they did internships with, sadly. Because like it's not possible, you can't be like employed by an illustrator who's already like struggling. I do know someone though who for their internship did color, I think, work for one of our teachers for his comic book or something, and that was the internship, which is very interesting. I did see you go online. I did get the Hilin is in Final Fantasy XIV notification. I did get that. I see it often while I'm on stream and it always makes me smile. Little heart to you too. I'm happy though, because yesterday, I was going to say after stream, but no, not after stream. After Ace Attorney, I was like, oh, I'm going to have to do a lot of like roulette on FF14 to get stuff. Ended up not doing that, but ended up doing a lot of gold saucer stuff, which does pretty much give you more than doing trials. So I was quite happy with that, and I got enough to get the outfit I wanted, which is not all that I want from that. So I'm going to have to continue to grind, but it was nice to be able to get something from the event. And even though it gets a little bit repetitive, it's nice. It was nice to do the gold saucer stuff. Gave time to chat as well, which was nice. Ah, fuck. Forgot the chain. I saw on Twitter they did a poll at the Famicom, which is like the... Except if I misunderstood, but from what I understand, is the like fan festival for Final Fantasy players, and they asked everyone there, "Oh, what's the game you play the most?" And like, of course, Final Fantasy game very high. And it's like, yeah, I wonder why. I think I saw number 1 was Minecraft, number 2 was Final Fantasy 14, and number 3 was Final Fantasy 16. Yeah, I was a little bit like fork found in kitchen, giving themselves a pat on the back. Yeah, it's the thing that's very funny to me. It's like Final Fantasy 14 is not number 1. Minecraft is still there. God, it's like, good job to us. Our game is second most played at our own convention. God. Of all those AFKers at clubs and lives are playing Minecraft. Of course. They all are. God, I wish some people in Limsa were playing Minecraft instead of Final Fantasy 14. It would give me less of a headache when I go in Limsa. Swear to God. Ugh. Oopsie. There we go. I think FF14 is really the best version of Sisyphus's Rock. Because it's like, I do my MSQ, I've started to get back on the MSQ, and then something pops up that I need to do, so I can't do that much MSQ. I have something else I want to work on, or I have other shit I want to do, and so I'm like less on the MSQ, but then I have to go back on the MSQ, or it's bad, and then it's a never-ending circle of like to-do lists in the best and worst way. Then I'm playing with friends. I didn't have the time to do my MSK. Or my leveling. Then having to redo the same 4 fucking dungeons to level up on the other jobs. God, I have one dungeon I need to redo as Black Mage, but I really don't like that dungeon and I'm not excited, but I need to because then I'll be level 40 and so I'll be able to do some hunting log again to get to level 41 and then I'll have more dungeons. I love when we get to another case of Ace Attorney with Zeke and I can then send a new like level of gifs I can send gets unlocked. I'm like, you have new characters I can send shit about now. I love this. There's one character in Ace Attorney. There's multiple actually, but in this case there's one. That the guy is in one case. I love him and I hate him at the same time. I don't know why my brain decided that like I was going to like him. But he's such a fucking dumbass. And he's so bad at his job. And he's a cop. Like, it's nothing redeemable about the guy. And we're at that case right now with Zeke. And, like, anytime he pops up, I'm like, this fucking dumbass. Why do I like him? Why are you here? What do you do here? Leave. Be better at your job. What the fuck is this? The guy, like, literally... To give you an example. First of all, the guy is bleeding everywhere. He keeps bleeding from his mouth, coughing blood. And he's like, oh, it's fine. It's a medical issue, but I'm okay. It's like, what is happening? Stop coughing blood, first of all. Second of all, so he's a police detective. He's chief detective. And he's undercover. And while being undercover, this fucking dumbass gives to like the attorney, like everyone, it's put in the court record, his business card on which he has drawn a plan of like the place where the person got killed. So like we have a little map of everything. But then he has to give the card, and he's like, oh fuck. And visibly upset by, not upset, but like stressed by this. Yeah, of course, because that's his actual business card with his actual job that's supposed to be secret on it. And of course, he didn't use a fake name for his for being undercover. He used his real name. So it is his actual business card with the same name that we know he has. Just with written police, like chief police department, detective, whatever. God. Why? I think it's because when I first played the game, I met him and I was like, oh, he's cute. He's a bit clumsy and everything, but he's cute. He's clearly hiding something though. And then it's revealed how bad he is at his job and like how much of a dumbass he is, and I'm like, oh, fuck. Got taken in by the cute. He's not even that cute. I don't even have that excuse. And like, the worst part of all of this is he's police detective, like I said, but he's there for like 2 cases, I think, because he's here for the second case as well. I mean, the real first case. He's there for tutorial and the first case. And wait. And I'm so annoyed because the detective we get after that in the game, I hate him. I hate him so much. I wish we had my guy instead. And I hate that that guy is my guy, but he is. And I'm like, I looking at him being like, you made me love you and want you more in the game. How dare you? And the guy that replaces you is so much worse. Why did they do this? Why can't we have him as like detective for the rest of the game? Why did we have to get the other guy as detective? The other guy is creepy. I don't like him. That works, right? Yeah, that works. Ah, here we go. Maybe here. Oopsie. Up. think that works. Okay. My leg is dead and hurting now. Fuck. Ugh. I don't know if I'll be able to get just the logo. No, but I can get like an image with it and like erase stuff. Okay, can I get like a good quality one? Yes, okay. Up. Here you go. Which takes a thing to recharge. This. Here we go. Okay, up. Going to keep a little bit of black around. So it's easier for me. go. Up, kind of want to. Oh yeah, because yeah, okay, yeah. Okay. I'm going to end there for today. I'm trying to render it like the actual art of the game is rendered. We'll see if I end up having something I like at the end. If you see, if when that VOD gets out, weirdly enough, I redid the entire line art and coloring, you'll know that hasn't succeeded. And that's fine, it's nice to try new stuff from time to time, honestly. It's good to do that. But yeah, it takes me a while longer because I'm not used to like a much softer style of rendering. I tried as well a little bit with the line art by making it like a lot thinner than what I usually do, but yeah, since I didn't change the style of the sketch as much, it's I don't know, I'll see if I like it. I might redo it after stream. I'll see what I like, because I kind of changed the angle and stuff of the post, so I might redo it all, honestly. I'll see what I do. Anyways, for that one, I have done the one for the quiz, and that one is done, so that's good. I'll be able to put that online after stream. For the rest of the week, that's not the one. Please, no, thank you. For the rest of the week, so tomorrow we're starting the room 4, Old Sins, which I'm very excited about. Something else I have to do from now out for. And on Sunday we'll continue FF14. I'm up to level 40 now, almost 40, with Black Mage, so we'll be able to continue with the job quest. I'll see if I can get a few more levels up, because like ideally 45 would have been nice, but I might not have time to get up to 45, let's be honest. But yes, I'm going to go now. Thank you for watching, thank you for hanging out, and I'll see you tomorrow for the room 4. Bye bye.